Arkansas. It's a beautiful morning on the Rattler Ford Group Campground. So we're on section 8. Did 7 and 8 today. Finished 5 and 6 yesterday. We ended up staying at a hotel. Took us a little bit this morning to get back on track, but it's really worked out well. Some of these roads have been so twisty and nice, and the forest is beautiful. This is what a trip like this is really about. It's about getting back to nature, getting on the road, no cars, smooth, twisty turns, 900 cc's under you. It doesn't get much better than this. Update on the bikes. So far, I think Ben and I chose perfectly. Ben barely weighs 160 pounds, so that T7 is carrying him flawlessly. He's keeping right up as far as going through the twisties. Yesterday, it was raining, so we weren't able to film, but we went on Route 219, which was probably one of the best twisty roads I've ever been on, that abruptly went to gravel. So it was like sport mode to off-road mode pro, and then into the gravel, and we had a great trip. And then at that point it was about 6 p.m. and we're getting to our hotel and we're in traffic. You know, Waze was getting wet from the rain, so it kept freezing. So it was a little frustrating, and Ben and I both realized that when you're riding and it's been a long day, you've been on the bike since 8 o'clock and it starts to get around 6 o'clock, we both started making mistakes. Just, you know, turns, trying to know what each other's going to do. So I'll say it 100 times on this trip, nothing good happens after 5 p.m. Today we started off at 8:30. We have 83 miles left in section 8. So the goals today are the Tail of the Dragon, the Cherahalla Skyway, and then we'll see where that puts us in the day. We're going to look for a little lunch in a bit. I want to give another shout out to Motaz for making an incredible tire. This dual venture in the back, or I'm sorry, the Tractionator in the back with the GPS on the front. I'm telling you, I feel like I have road tires on. I really pushed them to as far as they would go yesterday, and it was pretty incredible. The only time I noticed was on hard braking and wet, but it was, I'm talking hard braking, but they stick. They just stick like glue. And the cool thing about this path is it's a nice mix of twisties and then right into the gravel. Now when the gravel's smooth like this, sometimes I'll stop and go off-road mode pro. The only time I have trouble with the traction control is going uphill if it's real loose. When you're in road mode and use traction mode on the Tiger, you can have the throttle full and it just won't go anywhere because that traction control can be very invasive. However, if I stop here and put it in off-road mode pro, it tones it down, and the Triumph engineers seem to have gotten it right. It's really good. And then of course I have off-road mode plus, which will give me all the power I need. Today's been pretty epic. I'm sure we're gonna hit some weather, but the weather, you know, they were calling for rain all day, severe thunder showers, which could still happen, but right now it has been dream riding. It's been hero dirt. It's been 72 degrees. It's just what you want. And a photographer, and I'm sorry I can't remember his last name, but he does all the BDR photography. He said something that really stuck in my mind. That was, when you're on trips like that, you have to embrace the suck. And there are parts of this that suck. I don't want to delude you and think that this is all sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. You know, after 5 days on the bike, we're finding, oh, this is sore, oh, my neck's a little sore, this is it. But it's those sucks that kind of make the trail, when you hit those twisties and they're perfect, or you're on a beautiful, you know, dirt road like this, it's like you take the good with the bad. Sections 1 through 4 were basically just back roads. I understand why some people just come to Tennessee first, because it's mostly road riding. And I will say that, you know, the Tiger and Tenere are fine on the road. They're excellent. And having cruise control on this and all the other items, it made that touring just perfect. But so far, as I almost hit that eagle or hawk, whatever it was, but so far, the road manners of this are exceptional. Now, when we start getting in, you know, more than just a dirt road into the gnarly stuff, I'll give you a report on that too. So make sure you like and subscribe. Bob and Enduro. Ring that bell for notifications. We're going to try to keep this series going on until we get to the Pacific Ocean. All right, I've mentioned it before. You see the sticker on my bike, it says ride right. Exactly what I said would happen happens. Check out the video of the truck coming around the bend, and it wasn't as close as I thought in the moment, but he was rolling and he was cutting it off. Had I not been riding right, I might not have been able to get over. So remember, folks, ride right. There are other people on these forestry service roads. Thank you. Hey, the first crossing. Normally I'd scope those out, but that didn't look very deep at all. I mean, you could see the bottom. Now he must come from the other way. It's like a fine line of how fast you need to go. Because if you go too fast, you can feel the water really impeding you. Good job. That one was a little tougher. Oh my. Huh. Might have to walk this one. That looks like mud. Is that mud? Or is those rocks? So what do you think, on the right? Oh, it's deep. Yeah, but it's slippery. This ain't no joke here. There's stand or sit. No, it wasn't bad at all. My man, my man. Woo, well done. Yeah. That's first time on the Tiger for sure. Woo! All right. At least our bikes are clean now. Water crossing. Now all we need is a bear. We got a, does that say no trespassing back there? Yeah, we got to turn around. Yeah, we're off course. Just where that no trespassing sign was, there's a good spot right here. Is it really? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, like, all we can do is follow that up here. I mean, the only other thing, we'd have to go back. Let's see where it comes out. Like, my bike is off. I wonder if just the tracks are wrong. Oh. I don't know. Hi, pup. Hi, baby. He didn't get you, did he? He tried to sniff me too. Cute dog. He saw you were smaller. All right, what a day. Water crossings, Cujo. This is good stuff. Day 6, day 4 of the TAT. We just left Cleveland, Tennessee, and we're going to try to make it through 2 sections today. And if we make it through 2 sections, we'll be satisfied. It's Saturday, day 6 of our trip, day 4 of the Trans-America Trail. Following GPS Kevin, currently on section 9, I think. It's easy to lose track. So far the day's been good. We've had on and off rain, very light so far. Quite a bit of rain across the country, coming up from the southwest. We pulled out around 9 o'clock this morning, had a breakfast at the hotel. We were pretty close to the TAT, so we didn't have to backtrack or anything, just recaught the trail. Yesterday was a good day. Couldn't film towards the end because we hit probably the hardest rain, and when I say it was a deluge, that's what I mean. Absolute deluge. The gear held up pretty well. I found when I did one of the water crossings yesterday, my boots stayed perfectly dry. They're the Alpine Star Tech 7 Dry Star version, but you got to remember you can't go above a certain height. So I did get a little bit of water in the boot. So I'm feeling that today. I don't know if they'll ever dry. Feeling of the body. We're both feeling pretty good overall for 6 days straight on the motorcycle. We're averaging about 300 miles a day because our goal is Colorado, and we're going to spend some time there. As far as technical riding, I want to say this. Really, sections 1 through 4, you could do on any motorcycle. And I'm not exaggerating when I say you could do it on a Gold Wing. It is all back roads, maybe a gravel road now and again, but section 1 through 4 is mostly riding. In section 5, we got into more BDRS gravel roads, but still nothing very technical. Yesterday, we did start hitting the technical trails. Today, the plan is probably 2 sections, depending. Our goal is to kind of make some time. The gravel roads are great, and they offer variety. But again, we're looking forward to Colorado and Moab to spend a good bit of time out there. So when it comes between one of the green sections and just gravel roads, we're erring on the side of the green section. But you've got to make your journey your own. There's different road conditions. So far the Motos have held up. I can't say enough good about them, and they're wearing pretty good too. Now I only have about 2,000 miles on them total, but they're holding up. They're easily going to make it into Colorado. Ben's running the Pirelli Scorpions, and he has quite a few miles on, so he's going to be getting TUS 2 tracks put on at Topar Racing in Trinidad, Colorado. He had them shipped there. That's going to be one of our stops. He's going to do an oil change there. Since my bike's new, I'm going to hit Triumph in Colorado Springs and get a proper service so that I can maintain the warranty on the bike. Another topic that I wanted to talk about on the TAT is the preparation that we made. We spent, not exaggerating, we've talked about this trip for 2 years, And last year we met once a week just to talk about it, get our bikes ready. We did a number of little trips. It was just fun to get everything ready. Here's what I've learned about the packing. I've watched so many YouTube videos. I've watched Dork in the Road. I've watched Ian from Big Rock. I've watched Revzilla. I've watched all the YouTube channels on how to pack. And Dork in the Road said it best. He said, if you say just in case, don't take it. And for me, that was extremely difficult. I have a tendency to overpack, and he was exactly right. I'm probably carrying still about 25 pounds of extra things that I don't need. So, at one of our stops, I'm actually going to ship it home. The moto jerseys that I thought I'd wear when it's hot, extra armor for the moto jerseys, another pair of motocross pants because I thought, oh, maybe these Climb Bajas will be too hot. But here's the strangest thing about the gear. Ben's using the MSR Explorer gear, and short story, Ben got a deer that ran out, not perpendicular to him, but almost parallel to him, and then cut over his front wheel, and he went down pretty hard at about 40 miles an hour on a freshly tar and chipped road. And the MS Explorer, he had no road rash whatsoever. He did sustain some injuries, broken wrist, broken toe. Unfortunately, he wasn't wearing his boots at that time, but overall it could have been so much worse, and the MSR Explorer gear held up. He's been wearing that this entire trip. Even in the 100+ degree weather with the venting, it's not bad. I'm wearing the Climb Baja gear, and I actually brought my Mojave pants, which is another overpack. And I have to say, the Baja gear is actually better because when the road does get super hot, I feel protected. Like and subscribe, Bob and Enduro. Hit that bell. We'll keep this series going.